Yes. It's Steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. Now, this one is my trilogy and the ethereal songs that I'm going to be doing today. And this one is Howard Jones' Hide and Seek. Now, I did have something here that was going to tell me what it was. The theme of the song is the story of the origins of the universe according to Buddhists, and a Hindu and Eastern philosophies. The original being manifests the universe and then loses him or herself to defeat the duality of gender in the creation as part of a game of hide and seek, with the goal of life being to discover and that one is nothing other than the original primordial being. Now, that's a lot of heavy thinking, but you know, this is one of those songs that once you start playing it, like I said, put the headphones on, close your eyes, and just get lost in the song, because it is a great song. I think it's an underrated song. You know, Howard Jones had so many hits. What Is Love? I'd Like to Get to Know You Well. No One Is to Blame. New Song. And so many others. I think one time I counted when I lived in England, he had like 10 hits that were on the UK charts. So, like I said, I left there in the summer of 1984, and he had already had these hits. So, this was one that didn't make it to the charts. I didn't actually see where it made the charts. I'll check up on that and tell you later on. But without any further ado, let's get to Howard Jones and Hide and Seek.
And here we go.
It's rain and it's sun. She decided that her work it was done. Time to have fun and found a game to play. This part of the game, she completely forgot where she did herself. And just spent the rest of her time trying to find the hope you find it in everything that you see. Hope you find it in everything that you see. Hope you find it. Hope you find it. Hope you find me in you. Was a time when there was nothing at all, nothing at all, just a distant hum.
All right, so that was Hide and Seek by Howard Jones. As you can see at the very end, there was like some Hindu symbolism there. I recognize that. I couldn't tell you who it was, but I just know it's a Hindu symbolism. But it's a very interesting take. It's a very interesting song just to make. But it was on an album that had 3 other hits at that time. This was his first album. It was called Humans Live. So he had on there new song, What Is Love, Hide and Seek, and Pearl in the Shell. Now a lot of people want to know Pearl in the Shell, new song, or this one, Hide and Seek. But after that, he still continued to drum out the hits, because the next album he had was almost like a greatest hits album. And then in 1985, he had an album that included Things Can Only Get Better, Life in One Day, Like to Get to Know You Well, which I reviewed in my Better Off Dead video, and a version of No One Is to Blame. Now, what I'm seeing here is that the version really that was very popular, this song was entirely re-recorded and substantially rearranged version by Phil Collins. So, you know, already he was taken seriously as somebody who was going to have a long career. There was I can't remember what year it was. I know I was in England, so it was probably 1984. So it had to be before I left, which was the summer of '84, where it was like either the Grammys or the American Music Awards were on stage and just keyboards. As you can see, like when this song is playing, it's all electronic. There's electronic drums, and then the synthesizers are there, and that's it. But in this particular showing, it was a award show, and on stage you had Herbie Hancock, who was actually right there on my wall. There's I can't even see on the camera. Records. Okay, that's Herbie Hancock there on my wall. It had Herbie Hancock, Stevie Wonder, and Howard Jones, because at that time they were the keyboardists of that generation. They knew it very well. But yeah, I've always loved Howard Jones, and I know he got some hits like What Is Love was a hit in the United States, and I Like to Get to Know You Well, and even No One Is to Blame. Those were actual hits that I remember being in the United States, because this album came out in '85 and I was already in the United States at that time. So, again, I need your help because I had a goal of at least 50 subscribers by 4th of July, and I believe right now I'm at 43, so I only have 7 more to go with that goal, and you guys can help me. That's why I'm kind of churning out these videos, because I at least want to get there. I at least want to get my first goal out of the way, and then I can possibly, start working. Once I get my green screen, then I can start working on where I can pause videos at the same time as reviewing them, where I just don't have to paste a video, watch the video, paste my reaction, sync them up, all that good stuff if you're doing one of these channels. So, I thank you for coming. Please like, subscribe,